Mount Pleasant 2, Portmore United 0. What they call it now, for me, the stressful match to watch. Very, 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 very stressful. At the end of the day, I have to give Mount Pleasant credit. They look good. The first match of the season, they look sharp. I think I would expect that based on the fact that they come from the Caribbean, the CONCACAF Caribbean Cup, they're supposed to look sharp. But at the end of the day, I don't think Portmore really come to the races. But let's see, not important. Listen to a real analyst, I'm have to say. First of all, we'll turn to CC. All right, knockings, run it before we turn to analyst.
Anything you want to do, see,
All right.
make CC.
Come in, CC. Tell us what you think about the game.
Yeah, so far, what I think about the game is that I think Portmore United right now lacking in strike force. I didn't see any clear-cut opportunities. I think only two opportunities in the first 5 minutes of the game. There was an opportunity and they fluffed it, and I think the shot that they kicked at the last part of the game. But you could see where Mount Pleasant was stifling them on the wing, they were stifling them centrally. So I think Portmore has a lot to work on in terms of how they contributed. I think Zimini's played well, but he had too much of the workload on him. Yeah. So I think some of the players need to step up in the game. I think when you look at the Portmore United team, I don't think it's going to be a long season for them, especially given that it is 39 games. Some of the players today just look not up to it. They look like they weren't fit. They look like it's just a pre-season game. So I think coming in the next week, I think there's a game on Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. They need to come back to the drawing board and look and assess themselves.
All right.
I want to expound on what CC just said. Yes, today did look like a pre-season match, but for Portmore only. It looked like Portmore did miss out on pre-season. Hopefully, we'll give them around 3 weeks next month. Hopefully, them come back up to the races.
They might come up, man. They might come up.
Hopefully, by game week 4, we'll look for.
No, they might good, man. I can't put my 2 foot on it. I come over country.
We know say I avoid relegation, but that's all I can say.
I come train them myself. I come put it.
We're going to avoid relegation. That's all I can say. I don't know how far we are going if this side can make the playoff at the moment. We're going to see later down in the year, we'll see that Jamar come on to the field today. We need to get players like that more involved because he was at 30. It was like, one of the only shot on target during that. Yeah, and he wasn't even on target. He hit the post. So, make us see what happened for the rest of the season. Mount Pleasant was a sharper team as they expect, due to all of that money they've been pumping over in the summer. And, make us look on, they look like they had pre-season. So, Mount Pleasant, looking for them to finish up in the ranks, definitely going to go to the playoff, which they should do. And let's see what happens. We'll turn over to Jean-Pierre. How you feel?
Portmore, we need some new fans, and for disown these guys, These guys are your number one fans, and then give up after one game. Look, it happened to most teams. The first game of the season, it wasn't as sharp as other teams that play some competitive regional games. Portmore, they lack fluidity, and you saw in the second half they were a bit better. So I feel, towards the end of the season, more and more games, them get it going. I do agree with CC though that their attack, it looking a bit anemic at the moment. They need more firepower. Maybe when Walsh does come back and do something, it helps there. But they need to get some creativity going. Zimini's played okay. But
I don't agree. But
you don't agree? See, again, the Portmore fan is
Zimini's
play okay, and again, when they have more familiarity with each other, I think they will come good. I would say this though: you have an ex-girlfriend, you have a bad breakup, and the first time you see them, you kind of want to jump in the bush and hide from them. You feel that's what with Portmore, like the players were just timid when Mount Pleasant came, and I thought players like Duxley and who I thought they'd be more fired up for this game. I think they were a bit timid, especially in the first half.
What you said, ex-girlfriend, and we had Alex Marshall here back at Portmore. Sadly, he came off injured. Speedy recover, Alex Marshall. But we are turning over to Unseen. What you see today on the field? Because you see things what people can't see. Hold the mic, because I hear players.
So firstly, I want to say, welcome to the first game of the JPL, Mount Pleasant versus Portmore. And then we had the Veer and the Veer Phoenix.
Veer Phoenix versus Mobile.
Yeah, that score went
Battering. Got a shellacking.
That's
Don't leave out the shellacking.
Oh, so 4-1?
4-1.
All right. So yeah, I got that one wrong. So it's one of the predictions, But and also got this one wrong as well. Based on the young players from Belgium coming in and so on. I thought that
it's quite young. The Portmore squad young.
I thought that they would come out and go on the front foot and play into to Mount Pleasant face. The coach said in the interview that that's not what he wanted to do, where he sit back and allow Mount Pleasant to come at them. He wanted to go into their face, but I guess players may see things different. They go on the field and may see Mount Pleasant as the bigger team in terms of playing 2 games in CCC and then more match up and so on. But another one, you have to give Mount Pleasant where the kudos because they really come out and they step into
They play some
Portmore,
good
they
football.
press, they move, they pass the ball, their build-up was okay and thing, but you know they did not really penetrate a lot. Their goal came from a corner, a set piece. The second one came from a playing as well, or was a free kick. From a free kick, then score. I think it was a free kick, then score. It was a play.
I think it was second phase of play. It was a second
Okay,
phase
yes.
of play.
Viewers, if you see us slapping, we're not clapping for Portmore.
We're in Portmore.
Right?
But we're in
So-
Portmore, so you
so-
know
so-
them out.
I mean, you know the coach will tell you that it's 39 games, so it's not. They don't want to be fit now,
True.
right? They want to, you know.
Very good point.
Yeah, and
Periodization.
Mount
3
Pleasant-
points right now is still the
And-
same 3 points at the end of the season to me, you know.
and Mount
To be
Pleasant
honest.
and Mount Pleasant have CCC games as well, so, and they want to do well in that
So
as
Mount
well.
Pleasant and look towards upwards of
Right,
50 games to play.
So they have to know how to put out players, when to put out players, when to take off players, manage the players. It's very important for them. So that is one of the things that they have to plan in their sessions and so on to get it right. You know, it's going to be hard. They have, you know, 2 good coaches, a lot of coaches that are good. Sorry, not only 2. Safe and Sewell is there. Morgan,
Yeah, man, they
national
have
fitness coach.
They have a proper
So,
setup.
yeah, they have a proper setup in terms of, you know. So to get it right, they have a lot of work. It's not easy. But Portmore side of it, Austin, I stand upstairs and I could write down a lot of topics in terms of coaching topics that you need to work on. You know, breaking the lines, passing in zones, players need to move. Yeah, players. Hold on.
I
Players,
have a number. I have a number if you know what
hold
I
on.
mean.
Players need to move quicker into the zones to collect the ball and stop going at feet to collect the ball.
Barely have
So
any
that's why
time.
I'm saying to you that
And he's
people
the
saying
old-
that Zimmies
Go
have a
on.
good game.
Yeah.
I thought yeah.
Based on where he's coming from, it's poor from Zimmies.
Poor, don't you?
Poor.
No, but you have to
We
understand
expect
that
more
you
from
listen,
him.
you have 11
It's a
game,
poor
the game
game.
is played with 11 players, right? And practically Zimenez was out there playing by himself. At one point in time he made a marauding run where he played a ball back and forth and went into the middle of the park. When he passed it, the player overpassed the ball. So if you're there and everybody else is not there, then you're going to look like you're not trying.
is
But you
true.
can see that he was the
Yeah, man. I
so
thought that's
it's like sometimes you understand, so you can see the team overall played poor and he could have done better, right? He could have done better, but in terms of his play, I could knock him for his play because he was overcompensating for a lot of the wrongs that Portmore was doing.
Can I rebut? When you look at his passing accuracy, he lost the ball many times. When he's passing the ball as well, he lost the ball. So this is one of the things that overseas coach look at. Your passing accuracy important. That's why Shaniel Thomas from Cavaliers could not be sold. When they look at his passing accuracy, it wasn't there, but his goal scoring was there, right? Your passing accuracy is one of the number 1 thing. And in this game, he lost the ball a lot. Get the ball sometime and he makes some runs, but he lost the ball too easy. And that is a problem.
How much has to do with familiarity with his new teammates, right?
Big part.
And this is the first game with his new teammates. He joined them late in preseason. So how much is down to this getting used to his teammates and then getting used to him?
And on factor, remember that when he came here under Ferguson, under Ferguson system. Now a new coach, less than 2 weeks, with a new system.
But that goes to show
That's
you,
why I
like,
want-
And he did say, the coach did say that he revert back to the system he played last season.
but the fact that he came in late and he looked like if I could pick him out, and a lot of
As
us
one of the
here
better
could
players.
pick him out as one of the better players. It shows the level of like if I say maturity and the experience that
yeah.
he garnered over
20 years old,
Yeah.
20. Let's not forget.
Yeah,
No,
all right, let's
no,
not-
19 or 20.
No, I'm at 20.
No,
20.
But I would
years
not
old.
know if he might
He's
Yeah.
going to improve. He's
Yeah.
going to improve.
Him going to
But
improve.
experience that
But
he-
no, knock him
But
bad.
for me, I thought that he had a good game.
He's a
I thought,
constructive
personally, I thought he had a. For me, as a Portmore United supporter, I thought he was the only one. If something should happen for Portmore, I thought that he would come through.
Oh well, yes. So that's what I'm saying. In comparison to what the rest of the team was doing,
Yeah, but
he
as
had
I
a better
said,
game.
if Portmore should have done something, I thought
He would have been
he would have been
through
him.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. He would have
Gentlemen,
been
gentlemen,
That's
gentlemen.
one question. Do
Go on.
you believe this is his best position though?
Attacking midfield.
Yes.
For me personally, from what I know, what I've seen of him going to Europe and playing in Europe, he was a striker.
Yeah.
So I thought that playing in front of goal, I think that would be best for us. But what happened is because his technical ability is so good, That's one of the reasons why the coach just dropped him back in midfield. No, I think that if you're going to play midfield, you need somebody like a Gotcha beside him. Another technical
But I think
midfielder.
he has to play wide midfield though. I don't think he needs to be playing centrally.
That was one of the
I think he needs to be wide midfield and cut inside. You know, like an inverted winger.
Yeah.
But I don't think central be playing in the center of the park in terms of in behind the striker. I don't think that is his best position. I more think of our inverted winger and somebody who you could get like
A wide forward.
yeah, a wide forward. I think that would be his better position.
As I said, I'm seeing Europe, a Circle Bruges, Young Bruges. I strike him, have a strike.
But this is my worry for him because, you know, he's at the age you want to pinpoint your position to really transcend to your
Gentlemen, the sprinklers
The
coming
sprinklers are
on.
coming, alright.
I think we have to go do.
Yeah.
But I just want to leave with this.
Me I go down a jungle.
I just want, yeah, we'll go jungle right now.
So that means we can close off this then.
Yeah.
So we go
But
to
before
jungle.
we leave,
We're going to go jungle do one.
we're in a failing class. And you know, say a 50, forget the pass mark, right?
Jaja.
Everybody get 30 and I get 40. We all fail. Same way. Not because me look better means say, you know, I had a good game. You still had a bad
Me
game.
feel better. Me feel better.